Welcome to On the Other Hand, and welcome to the newest subscriber. So I mostly do response videos, but this one will be more of a short persuasive essay. Links are still in the description below. Here's this video's subject. I don't like the term person of color. I feel like it's a vague political term and is more nebulous than beneficial. So let's jump right into it. I hear this term in reference to the demographics of the US most often, so here's a ballpark snapshot, courtesy of statisticsatlas.com. Based on that chart, I made my own little chart that breaks down who fits under the title person of color, as far as I understand. So there's probably something I got wrong in these groups, or major demographics I forgot, so sorry about that in advance. So, the people who fit under person of color category are Hispanics, Blacks, Asians, mixed, and other. And then those groups can be broken down further, but you get the idea. On the non-person of color side, the groups I could think of that fit into that were white, European, and Jewish. So this topic really caught my eye in the December 2019 Democratic debate. Here's a little screenshot courtesy of the New York Times that I've adjusted for candidates involved in both the November and December debates. Here I've added their ethnicities as shown by ethnicceleb.com, so take that for what you will. We've got Biden, who's white, Sanders, who's Jewish, Warren, who's American Indian. Wait, her great-great-great-grandmother was potentially Native American? Oh, okay, she's white. We've got Buttigieg, who's half Maltese. We've got Klobuchar, who's white. Yang, who's Taiwanese. Steyer, who's half Jewish. Gabbard, who's a quarter Samoan. Booker, who's black. And Kamala Harris, who's one half Jamaican, one half Indian. So Gabbard, Booker, and Harris didn't make it into the December debate, so it was down to these 7. And in that December debate, Andrew Yang was asked about how he felt being the only person of color on the stage. Here's the video of him responding to that question and talking to CNN afterwards about his answer.
It's both an honor and disappointment to be the lone candidate of color on the stage tonight. I grew up the son of immigrants, and I had many racial epithets used against me as a kid. But Black and Latinos have something much more powerful working against them than words. They have numbers. The average net worth of a Black household is only 10% that of a white household. For Latinos, it's 12%. These are the numbers that define race in our country. And the question is, why am I the lone candidate of color on this stage? Fewer than 5% of Americans donate to political campaigns. You know what you need to donate to political campaigns? Disposable income. The way we fix this is we take Martin Luther King's message of a guaranteed minimum income, a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for all Americans. I guarantee if we had a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month, I would not be the only candidate of color on this stage tonight.
Why did you, instead of doing what a lot of politicians would do, which was kind of milk it, about what it means about me, and this is about me, and I'm an Asian American, and this is what about it, you telescoped it? Why?
Well, I would never put my experience growing up Asian American and somehow frame that as representative of the experience of over 120 million Americans of color, particularly because the Asian American experience is distinct from the Black experience and the Latino experience.
I guess that is what ultimately bugs me. Minorities are grouped together as people of color, but the only real thing they have in common is that they're not white. And I guess I just feel like when that term becomes over-inclusive, it stops being useful or meaningful. Just like Andrew Yang said, his experience as an Asian American is significantly different from being Black or Latino in America. So I know this is semantics and nitpicking, but it bugs me, so I decided to put together a video on it. And if I got stuff wrong, which is highly possible, feel free to tell me in the comments below. I'm always looking to learn and understand more than I currently do. But, in conclusion, I feel like the term people of color is an overly inclusive, politically correct term. On the one hand, it is convenient to have a single term for all minorities. But on the other hand, the term for me takes us back to view the world through skin color, and black and white at that, instead of the less obvious and more interesting diversity that people have. And when you get too generic and politically correct, things get confusing, like in this comedy sketch by Studio C.
Chief, I just got a call about that guy who robbed the jewelry store.
Good. Did you get a description?
Yeah, he's tall, Hispanic.
Whoa, Peterson. That's kind of racist, don't you think?
Saying his ethnicity is racist?
Yeah. What if it turns out he's Middle Eastern, or half Hispanic, half Filipino?
I'm half Filipino.
And how would you feel if someone said you were Hispanic, Rogers?
Excited?
No, that is wrong. You would feel discriminated.
So how am I supposed to describe the perpetrator without saying his ethnicity?
Oh, I don't know. Have you ever heard of height, weight, to what degree they look like Kevin Bacon?
Oh, okay, but those can only take you so far.
Okay, Jones, you, of all people, should know there's other ways to describe somebody.
Okay, what do you mean by me of all people?
Because you're short.
Oh, touche.
Now, what was your perp wearing?
Well, he was wearing a sombrero,
Oh, can't say that either. People are totally gonna think you're profiling.
but that was actually what he was wearing.
Okay, Peterson, not everything is one color and another color.
You mean black and white?
I am this close to taking your badge. Now read the report back to me, but without all the offensive parts.
Hey, there's nothing offensive in here, but I have a search request out for a person with an accent from somewhere else.
Good.
And he is wearing a traditional hat from a culture.
I thought it was funny, and I hope you did too. As always, thanks. Hope you enjoyed.